below that, we have your heater control. So this is your thermostat. This is a temperature sensor. So at the moment, we're at 49 degrees, read off of this sensor. I have the thermostat on, and so the Timberline system, this is your diesel heater. Just going to go through the different icons here. The bottom left, the little heat symbol, that's the main burner. So whenever you want to use heat in the van using the diesel heater, the first thing you want to do is turn that on. And then you have your thermostat. So either by clicking the plus and minus or just scrolling around, you can set the thermostat. If there's a big difference between the internal temperature and your set point, it turns all the fans on to high, tries to bring it up to that temperature. As it starts to get close to that set point, it'll start to slow down a little bit, just maintain the internal temperature. So this way that I have it set up right now, this is for climate control using the diesel heater. The icon over here on the right, the wavy lines, that's your electric heating system. So that's if you're connected to shore power. You can have both of them running at the same time, or one or the other. So in your case that you mentioned, where you're connected to shore power, sure.
Push that.
There you go. No problem. It's a big heavy door.
So I can hear you, and the wind is not
Sure.
right. Thank you.
So that's your electric heat down the bottom right. As you said, if you're connected to shore power and you don't want to use your diesel heat, you can just turn on your electric heating element, and it won't use fuel. The top left is your hot water. The heating element is always going to be on, whether it's hot air or hot water that you're working with. But when you want the continuous hot water system running, you're also going to turn on that icon at the top left. So I just tapped that.
And that draws from either the electric heater or the diesel.
Correct. Yeah. So whatever heat source you're using. So the heat sources are down here, and then electric. Sorry, not electric. Your hot water. Is there. You will get a little bit of hot water just by turning on the heater. But when you want constant heat, or if you're going to have a shower, or you want more hot water, you do need to turn on that element. Once the system's up to temperature, it just takes a couple minutes for the water to warm up, and then it should be continuous. At the top right here are the settings. And so this, not something that you'll need to interact with regularly, but it's helpful for troubleshooting. We can come in and see, so we have our air temperature, temperatures from various positions within the system, and then that's telling us that so your circulation pump with your coolant, the solenoid connecting to the pump system, and then the fuel pump, that's the fuel pump itself. And then the element relay, that's the electric heater. So that's the one thing that's not on right now because we don't have the electric heater.
So it would be a yes. Okay.
Yeah. And then there are a few other different settings, but generally...
You guys can see okay?
And I'll go back. So I mentioned that you don't want to just turn off the heater at the breaker panel while it's running. So to do the shutdown, let's say you're leaving the van, it wasn't going to get below freezing, and you wanted to shut down the heating system. So I just turned off the water, and I turn off the heating element. You can leave the thermostat where it is.
Oh, you just simply press the icon.
Yep.
Okay.
Press the icon. You heard that the fan just powered down. And you hear that little bit of a whine.
Yeah.
That's the system going through its shutdown process.
Oh, great. Okay.
So after just a couple minutes, that'll stop. It'll be quiet, and then you can flip off the breaker.
But you got to wait for it to go through that whole shutdown process.
Exactly. Yep. Just takes a couple minutes.
We're gonna remember that.
Yeah. That's the one thing that, again, if it happens, not the end of the world. You haven't destroyed the heater, but it's just something to avoid.
Yeah.
And so now you hear it winding down, and by the time I get through this last,
and you know it's gone through that process because you don't hear that whining sound anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.